Okay, hello everyone. Would you like to talk about politics or would you like to talk about Korea? Okay, some Korea, no politics. Okay. Okay, as you wish. I hope you won't vote against Amin. Never mind. Okay, we got some email from Korea, so I thought we report to you what's going on over there. They basically are finishing up on the remodeling, and we're finalizing the details. It's a lot of work, but they've been having a regular following, meaning people go there, I think daily even. Am I correct? Anyone knows? Hey, Sangwo. Hey, Xin. Z, what happened to Z? Anyway, do they have people going there daily or not? I think so. Lay people. Orange. So they come on weekends, some come on weekdays, right? Actually, we're not quite ready yet. We still have, we don't have curtain, we don't have equipment and stuff like that. It takes a while. But people have been coming, been doing ceremonies, and I decided to transmit Hands and Eyes to in Korea. It's because these people are very hardworking. They deserve to receive transmission. The Koreans are very, very hardworking, very sincere, at least the one who go to our temple. So that's why we decided to transmit it forward to Hands and Eyes. It is a Dharma that is only for either my master's disciples transmit over here there, or we transmit on our forward to Hands and Eyes over here. Two different things. Okay, they're not the same. So anyway, whatever they do over there is under Master YongHua's umbrella. Whatever we do over here under my umbrella. So that's why I didn't consult with Master YongHua. I decided to transmit it to Korea. Master YongHua, when he brought his, he only transmitted to in the U.S., no one else. Okay. For us, we're more goofy, so we do whatever we want. So we decided to transmit it in Korea, and it shows you that our commitment to Korea. We, as a temple, as an organization, our goals are very specific. We want you to become enlightened through two major tools, two major approaches: Chan meditation, or through the Pure Land Dharma door. So we started years ago as a dual practice, Chan and Pure Land, which is not many people do, many temples do anymore. Either they understand Chan, they don't understand Pure Land, or some of them claim to understand Pure Land, but they don't. And then they badmouth Chan. We said, basically my feeling is that I'm not shy about telling you, Pure Land is quite advanced, in some cases more advanced than Chan. And so they're complementary and they're equally important for our practice here in the Saha world. Okay, so we practice that in duality, in parallel. And then for those of you who are qualified, we also transmit to you the secret Dharma, the forward to Hands and Eyes, which is a jewel of the Dharma. Again, only available right now in the entire world, either via my master's disciples or through us. Okay, two separate things. All right. So that's authentic for to hands and eyes, as far as I know. So that's why the reason that we use the tantric dharmas is to train people to do the Buddha's work, or what I call to train warriors and ninjas. I forgot what ninja means, probably bhikshus and warriors, bhikshunis are the way it's going right now. A few months ago, it's monks or samurais, and then nuns are ninjas. And finding out that nuns are more outspoken nowadays. They fight like cats. They're more into fighting. So I'm changing my mind. I think they should become samurais work, do samurais work and go do the killing instead of killing themselves. And the monks, over in my master side, the monks used to fight a lot. I mean, when I became a monk, I was forewarned by a nun, Vietnamese nun. She says, don't be shocked if you go over there, become a nun, you find a monk, you find out that the monks fight like dogs and cats. And we nuns are much more harmonious, which is true. And finding out in my temple, it's just the exact opposite. So I don't know why my nuns fight like cats every day. Do we have videos of cats fighting? It's kind of comical. But anyway, we are open doors. We don't hide anything. Yes, our nuns fight like cats. We have cat fights every now and then, so it's kind of entertaining. So anyway, the hands and eyes tantric dharmas are designed to train warriors to do our work, because our kind of work, okay? And so we did the first transmission of the 40 hands and eyes at our temple, our way place in Korea, Chu Mountain Temple. It says here that we didn't take any photo during the transmission. Good. But there are some photos of other activities. Today is a Saturday transmission because people could make it. All right. It's a lot of people come from far away. The Koreans are crazy. Here, if you drive more than 15 minutes, no one wants to come to the temple anymore. Over there, from Seoul to our temple, it takes about 45 minutes on the high-speed train. Okay. So anyway, and they all, there's some photos later, they all see how Wontek Sunim has changed so much. Wontek Sunim is a Korean monk who finally obtained his visa. Okay, he applied for visa around end of March. He got approval this month. Okay, so it's pretty good because pandemic, the INS basically are laying off half of the workforce. And the workforce is paid, 50% of their budget is based on these fees. So we didn't expect it to come around so quickly. And so, but the flip side of it is that even though we have the approval, we cannot do an interview until January. That's the earliest spot available. So anyway, and so Wontek Sunim is a monk who's been approved, so he's coming to America. Okay. And for some reason, he's changed. He's a lot more talkative and willing to talk to people. Any comments from anyone? Anyone knows Wontek? I don't speak Korean, so I hardly speak to him. No? Okay. That's not talk back bad about him behind his back. Okay. So it's a good thing. Sung Hwa's uncle, Sam, He's staying at JMT every day, and you can see how much he's better. Oh, he's has some he needs some help from Mary Jo. How's that? He has anxiety attacks quite often, but he's so worried, kept asking me, every other day, what if I can't improve? What if my problem doesn't go away? Well, then you go see Mary Jo. I don't know. There's so much we can do, okay? Or, 上吊 is that what the Chinese say? My Chinese is not that good anymore. Not ever was really good. 上吊, what does that mean? You hang yourself on some kind of string, I think. Okay. Okay. So anyway, you'd be amazed on how good a career you're going to have if you choose to go into counseling and therapy. It's just a real epidemic going on right now, pandemic. It spreads so quickly everywhere, especially you're married to those people who work in those fields. It spreads like crazy, not just you, but your family and so forth. So it is a lot of problems. This is the unspoken, the denied pandemic that's a lot more dangerous than the other illnesses, because it destroys you invisibly. Okay, and it's no known way to deal with it. The only way I know how to deal with it is the pandemic. Is the Buddhist way. For example, I mentioned earlier the cat fight. It's also related to that. Some of my nuns are cuckoos. So in Buddhism, we can deal with it. It takes time, but it can be dealt with. So anyway, we did consultation with him over the internet, and Master Z was able to help him out a little bit, sort of beat up on the ghost a little bit to keep him, make him behave a little bit. Okay, he attends our daily ceremonies, but doesn't want to sit in full lotus too much. Okay, what we told him is that there are two ways, two-pronged approach. You have to cultivate, you have to improve. Okay, to make it faster, and we do our work. You do your work by cultivation, and but you see, these people have a hard time sitting because the head is full of thoughts of quitting. Okay, so it's going to take some time. Okay, but it can be dealt with. It's not a big deal, but it's easier. It's much better, as I explained to everyone, that you do it slowly. You don't overwhelm the ghost. Then that's how you solve the problem. Changes occur gradually. You don't do drastic changes. That's not healthy. Okay. Next one. Oh, it's only after our Saturday chant class and lunch. Everyone was so motivated to clean without being asked. So Korean. Here, no one wants to clean. Here, people eat and then they stand up and they walk away. Yes, sir, is a question. Feel free to ask questions.
You said something about not overwhelming the ghosts, right? So
yes.
Taking a gradual approach. But
yes.
When people do sudden enlightenment, does that have anything to do with overwhelming the ghosts like suddenly?
No, that's different. Okay, when you enlighten, the reason the way we do it is from experience, that And you have these issues, the ghosts confuse you, basically. What's what the problem is. And when they confuse you, you cannot tell. Okay, you get so confused that you basically under the spell, if you will. So they're able to do that because you owe them. Okay, so if you improve, it makes it much harder for them to confuse you. So that's the end goal is to not become confused, either by not letting yourself to be confused, because when they try to confuse you, you can recognize it quicker. Right now, this gentleman here, Sam here, cannot recognize it quickly enough. Okay, so you have to be trained. Okay, how to do that. As you improve, you recognize it quicker and quicker and quicker. Okay, my confusion is this fast. Okay, and it usually lasts this long. I can recognize very quickly because I recognize the full range. That's why I can tell you when you describe the problem to me, the nature of your confusion. Okay, that's why the enlightenment is basically when you improve, your head is clearer, and your mind is much faster. So that's why you process the confusion a lot quicker. You recognize it a lot quicker. Okay. For example, the professionals, I understand, they are teaching their patients to do meditation, right? Which is extremely useful because the mind is stuck on those confusing thoughts. So meditation will break that link, okay? So that now the mind is free to process new information. So this gentleman, for example, in Korea, is caught on these negative thoughts. Okay, so when that happens, Z can break it forcefully. Okay, by basically, telling the ghost, get out of here. Okay, and eventually, but that's only temporary. Okay, but eventually you want to settle the problem. Okay. People jokes about. Does it answer your question? Okay. And for us, it's not just these ghosts attack you. If you learn how to deal with it, then we will be able to help others in the future once you understand the process. Okay, so there's still hope that we can help a lot more people. Next, people make jokes about how difficult it is to make blessings at JMT because it's too much competition. It's only 9 people there, so there must be not much to do at all. I saw how the Japanese, they mop, they clean the floor. I think Koreans are very clean, so I don't know, 9 people, you cannot do the whole temple with 9 people. Why is there not much work to do? We better change it. Okay, clean the floor every day or something. Okay, but the point here is that it's remarkable about their culture, unlike ours. They understand that they want to plant blessings. And monks and nuns, sunims, are supposed to be filled of blessings. Okay? And we take it very seriously. Because if you want to cultivate, you need blessings. So we need to be better filled of blessings for you to have, for you to continue to cultivate and make it improve. Okay? So eventually we have to come up with a project for them to do. Okay, same thing. You don't understand that the reason that we're growing, by the way, is because you need the opportunities to create blessings. Okay, As we grow, we have needs, and you see those needs and you offer to help meet those needs. That's how you create blessings. Okay, that's how, and with the blessing you can cultivate, you can improve much quicker. Whereas the Hinayana approach is that you brute force it, you sit and you meditate. Okay, so it's one-dimensional. Okay, whereas in Mahayana we do blessings and wisdom. You do blessings, samadhi, blessings and wisdom, and so forth, meaning that it's much more balanced. Okay, sometimes you make progress by brute force, by meditation, or sometimes you go by blessings first, and then you leap a lot quicker if you have blessings. Okay, so that's a Wei Yang style of training that the Chinese and the Asians know how to do it. What's lacking is that you need to have great field of blessings. Okay, otherwise the blessings you generate are not enough for you to practice. Okay, Ji Hip. Oh my God, these Chinese names are very difficult, and my Korean names, they're worse than Chinese. The young boy comes every weekend and sits in lotus. Everyone's so shocked that this boy changed so much. Okay, that's what impresses me about the Koreans. Okay, they work hard and they change for the better. Okay, and that's how you know you are going in the right direction. Are you? Is your heart kinder? Are you more patient? Are you more positive? Are you more respectful? And those are the things that are the true indicators of your progress. Okay, for the long haul. Okay, you're becoming a better person, a better spouse, a better son, a better neighbor, and so forth. Okay. And the young couple's wife, Yip-yo, is improving so fast. And there's a young couple there. They came to the temple in Korea, and somehow the young wife had visions of ghosts and stuff like that. And she saw how the ghosts were leaving her and so forth. So they like it. I think this is a couple that decided to buy an apartment next to the temple so that they can go to the temple more often. Hint, hint. She lost 15 pounds. Doesn't look that big to me. She used to not liking to talk to new people, but after we encouraged her, she talks to new people and has been changing her even further. Okay, so you see, that's another aspect of it, that you more open-minded and you're kinder. This is what our practice is about. Okay. Improvement to me is not just samadhi, but the samadhi occurs because of the change in your heart. And that's what interested me personally. Okay, because by the way, I can teach you to be very evil and improve just as well. Sometimes quicker than being a good person. You know what I mean? So much quicker. I remember one of my early disciples, she can see visions of the Pure Land immediately within a week. And she improved past her own dad in 2 weeks. You see, so I do know that some secret Dharma doors where you can improve very, very fast. But and then after 3 weeks, that's it. You know, she peaked. Okay, and she dropped out after that because it's no longer exciting. Anyway, so improving is kind of interesting because you can improve like the non-Buddhist approaches. You improve based on greed, you improve based on whatever, okay? The negative things, okay? Non-constructive things. Whereas for us, I'm more interested in improving on the angel side, if you will, because we're a church after all, okay? Let's not forget our roots. Okay, so these people, they're becoming nicer. She's doing her PhD in counseling. Oh wow, we can use some counseling. So she helped a few people already to cultivate with more motivation. Okay, well, kudos to her. There's so many things to talk about. Hun Jin Sunim, the abbot of Maya Sa, who helps to the visa for Master Z, invited us for lunch. Okay. The Koreans socialize too much, I think. He's been sitting in full lotus. Okay, see, this is the thing. The Korean Sunims, they don't sit in full lotus. And now they come over and our lay people sit in full lotus. There's a lot of pressure on the monks and nuns. Okay? But anyway, it's not just a pressure. He seems to be so excited and happy every time I visit him. Okay? What's there not to be happy about? I want to make sure that who we represent Mahayana, which is no seeking. We're not trying to become famous. We're not trying to get disciples. We're not trying to make money. Okay? We're there to help people cultivate if you're interested. Okay? Okay? And you will find that you'll be hard-pressed to find monks and nuns like that anymore. Because I remember when I first started, I was also caught in these worldly things because I didn't understand that I was hoping for financial support, bigger temple so that I can help more people. It's all baloney, okay? You don't need to help a lot of people. You just have to be a good person, my humble opinion, okay? Yeah. So I'd rather be obscure and help a handful of good people than become famous and have to slave for money, for reputation. Although it would be nice to have more money. There's another temple very close to us with 2 nuns. The abbot has been sitting full lotus. It seems like Xian An is preaching full lotus for some reason. 2, after we visited them, okay, they're interested in our Buddha's name recitation. Aha, this is it, okay? I've been doing this for 15 years, and you guys are still not ready to believe in Pure Land yet. The Koreans, they only do son, they only do chant. But after they saw our chant prowess, they believe in Pure Land. They buy into Pure Land very quickly. So I predict that Pure Land in Korea will be a lot bigger than in the US. And we have to bring it back here. We have to import it back here. Okay? Because the Koreans don't have Pure Land Buddhism, okay, and for some reason the other, the Jingkung and the other ones and the Dalai Lama have a hard time penetrating the Koreans, okay. Anyway, these are some of the photos of the happy people, okay. I don't know what they're doing. They're not doing kimchi, are they? the Koreans have this practice of stuff they call kimja. No? Kimjang. Thank you. Kimjang. Yeah, kimjang. Okay? Meaning that a bunch of them get together to make kimchi. Okay? That's how they bond in Korea. Okay? They bond over making kimchi. Am I correct? Kimjang. Uh-huh. Okay? So I don't know what they're doing, but I think they're cooking something. Mushroom. Okay, and there you go, mushrooms. Okay, and what's this guy doing? Going upstairs somewhere, carrying something? Oh, cushions. Okay, and then moving things here, and mopping the floor, huh? And what? And this is Buddha Hall, right? Second floor Buddha Hall. Okay. We probably don't plan to put a lot of furniture or statues here because it's kind of small, but the same size as maybe a Blue Mountain Temple Buddha Hall, even. Yeah. So we minimize the space so that we can fit more people in. So no statues, just flat pictures. Okay. Until we get a bigger location. What is this? Because I anticipate a lot more people coming. The Koreans are very interested in getting directions. What happens, as I started commenting yesterday, is that they are so eager. They love to practice. They love to meditate. They love to do son and do the Hua Tou and Gung An and so forth, but they don't have the proper guidance. Okay, and that's why when you have the proper guidance, you get a lot more out of your time. You don't waste as much time in your practices, and you see much better results. And what is this happening here in this photo? Are they making food or what? I cannot see. Opening some kind of gift boxes. There you go. Okay, this is what? This looks like a meditation thing. Listening to Master, the famous Master YongHua's talk on the monitor here, and people are falling asleep. You can tell right away. But as long as you sit in full lotus, we don't care. Okay, any questions or comments? So I think I'm honestly, I think I'm very pleased with how hard our people in Korea have been working. So that's why they've been very actively helping a lot of the new visitors. And I'm told that they have like, count this, and don't be shocked, 50 people over there already. You only see 10 today in that photo, but they have 50 so-called members. Okay? Our church has how many members? Maybe 10? Okay? 10 residents and 10 members. So anyway, so they're very active, and so it's very good that Sianan and all the Sunims there are doing a very good job, and that's why we feel that we need to bring more firepower by sending Master Z over there. Sianan is not enough. She's a new recruit, so she still has a lot to learn. It's not stable, no wisdom, no training yet. But Master Z will bring mainly firepower, meaning imagine whatever CNN has, Z would be about 10,000 times the firepower, if not more. Okay? Okay, 100,000. You want me to be truthful? Don't want to brag. Okay? Because that's what it takes. You need the firepower to keep them in check. Okay? For example, the armed forces in the U.S. is the strongest. That's why no one was invade the country here, right? You don't want to pick a fight with the U.S. armed forces. Not very wise. Okay? So same thing. For us to pacify our way places, we need to have firepower to overwhelm the competition, the bad elements with firepower. Okay? No two ways about it. Okay? Only way. Okay, any questions before we take a break and do the lunch offering? No? No questions? We all happy? You know who you're going to vote for? Okay, thank you all. And let's take a 5-minute break, 10-minute break, and we come back to do lunch and do the lunch offering. Thank you.